folks. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Taco Tuesday. No, wait a minute. No, it's Tuesday live stream. It's ForgeCraft time today. We're here with Mr. TTFT Cuts. How you doing, Cuts?
Hello. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Wondering why we're out of stuff.
Why we're out of stuff? Hang on a sec. Let me swap over to. Let's see if this works. Is that gonna work? It's not gonna work. Hold on. Let's go back just a second. Things aren't cooperating. Let's do a little bit of this. And see. Come on. Minecraft. Oh, there we go. Now we can. Way. Okay. We actually have game footage. What a concept. I don't know why, but I'm having to re-specify. Whoop. Let's try this one more time. I think I broke OBS. Yep, minor technical difficulties, one of them days. Hang on a sec, folks. I'm actually going to turn that off. Which means we'll turn this on. We go like this. There we go. Okay, don't know why, but it doesn't want to do the Vagrant Vision thing today. We'll figure it out later. Okay. We just realized Mr. Cuts pointed out that we are out of nutrient distillant, and I'm looking for the things, for the stuff. Here we go. Nope. I want a stack and a stack.
Yeah, now that we have the Killer Joe running 24/7, it will drain that all away very fast.
Yep. Oh, that's something that I actually haven't gone to tell you what we're going to actually also have to do. Oh. Budgie biscuits. Where are the... Here we go. Yep, got tons. Okay. I have to go back to Le House of Lag. Forest House. Yep. Okay. Got to check the dialer periodically. I hope everybody's doing okay. Let's see. We have Donny Mims. We got Mr. Trilby. We got Eridani Tribal watching. Marcus Filchuk. We got Josh Owenby. And Chris Jackman and a whole bunch of other stuff. Hang on a second. Let me scroll up here. Paula Lamali. Oh, we got Mr. Trilby. We got Eric Allstead. Lots of people's. Grimtide's there somewhere. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Lag House is loaded up. I'm gonna, no. Go over here. Gonna toss this in that because we're probably. Mr. Ladder, let me, thank you, go up. Thank you. Ladder not wanting to be cooperative. Oh, great. Okay, Wayla tooltips are completely broken. Hooray! We're generating power and evacuating power as quickly as possible. Okay, what I'm going to do, we'll probably have a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be readjusted. I really need to figure out a way to put the Endergenic generator on a timer. I'm actually going to grab 2 of those. And for giggles, how much of that? Because we got lots. We have basically infinite redstone. Not really, but effectively. Okay, let's put that in there. I'm going to bring that with me. Now we're going back to the place of many frames. Oh, Vigor, my system is now working perfectly. I can play VC4 Test and Villagers Pack now. That is awesome to hear, Eric Dining. I did see you comment on that earlier today. I've just been so busy today. We had like banking things and adulting things and the wife doing stuff, and it's generally been crazy. Okay, let's see. Mr. TTFT Cuts made the point of... oh, wait a minute. Forgot to check something over here. I have to go back to the House of No Frame. Sorry. I'll be right back. Mr. Cuts commented that we actually have 2 Killer Joes running 24/7 now, which means we really should be automating the production of... yep, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm gonna have to bring these back with me. This is actually active with a signal. The Killer Joe got left on all weekend. Whoops. Yes, oh god, adulting, so 090 trouble. We solved the problem of destructible weapons, probably through a loophole that will soon get patched, we'll see, but hey, that's not the point. So we now can run our Killer Joes 24/7. The problem is now we need to actually have a supply of nutrient distillant 24/7, which means I need to figure out how we can automate that. Okay, things loading in. Generally being, I'm gonna put that there, and I'm gonna see. Yep, okay, we can start topping that one off. Awesome. If we can start making some progress. Okay, I'm gonna stop for just a second. Stupid allergy sneeze attack from Max, says Jennifer. Boo adulting, says Chris Jackman. Yeah, oh god, adulting, says 090 Treble. Hey, Wirewolf, what's going on? I have 24 buckets of creosote oil now to find something to do with it all. Treated wood? I really like your YouTube channel, dude. Amber, I'm quite sure you're a nice person, but no sub for sub, sorry. First of all, it's rude. Second of all, it's rude. And third of all, we all earn our place in this universe. So, yeah. Bye. Kaboom! I don't do the sub for sub thing. I think it's rude. Why is this not? Okay, fine. Can I put those there? Let's not do that. Okay, we'll figure this out in just a minute. I'm actually going to get a hopper. Think. No, I'm not. Not from there. Now, see, this is out, so I have to figure out. I'm going to get all these. Made a mess of things. I wish these automatically detected and automatically gravity fed, but maybe they're actually doing that. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to leave those there for the time being. Offline. I'm trying to make sure I have not messed with the piping at all. That should be just insert. It should not be getting pulled out. Can I actually do? No, you can't do priority on liquid pipes. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. Anyway. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Hey, Trionis, what's going on, man? Trionis has been helping me doing some testing, as has Wirewolf and a whole bunch of other people, like Aerodowny X Tribal and Chris Jackman have been helping me do building on the LP server. Shh, secrets. Yes. The place in the universe is hiding inside my own. I like that, Shadow Star. Yeah, also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't really achieved much yet, but if you actually like my content, if you like the live stream, make sure and hit that thumbs up button. It actually does help. Really does when you hit that thumbs up button. I'm waiting for this thing to get Go Juice. There's only Go Juice going. It is probably topping up the Killer Joe in the other dimension. Probably.
Almost certainly in filling the tanks up.
The tanks?
Did you have some tanks on there?
No, we don't have tanks over there.
Oh, you took them off then?
Yeah, I took them off and direct connected it.
Oh, yeah, here they are.
Yeah, there's a nice pile of them right there. Let's get this one. And let's do this. And let's... Push. Out. There we go. Okay. It's going somewhere. Boop. You're done for. Kaboom! We need to actually make a hopper real quick. I want to get into this live stream. Mr. McJitty. Oh, fine. I will make a chest for you. Good grief. Mr. McJitty has actually been making a mod called RF Tools Control. I kind of want to see what it's about. Boop. That is my temporary automation solution. Yes, 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 yes. Only got 4 slots in a hopper, so. Or is it 5? It's 5, whatever. I'm curious if it's going to top each off or it's only going to top off the ones in front. Yep, it's going to top each off. Perfect. I always forget how hoppers work. It's vanilla. It's a mystery. Yeah, there's Mr. Chris Jackman doing his best Colonel Clink impersonation. I know nothing. If you don't know what that means, you're not old. I'm currently in the test server while watching this. Yeah, thank you, Trianus. Trianus and Wirewolf and Gabbro and oh gosh, tons of people. Belgabor. A whole bunch of people basically are helping me on the test server ironing out the VC4 pack. And fingers crossed, we might have actually finally hit a stride of stability. We'll see. My face looks super whited out all of a sudden. Hang on. I'm gonna fix that. Let's go in here and let's add a bit more color in my cheeks. There we go. Better. So yeah, I hope everybody's actually had a really good weekend. I haven't talked to you since the Friday night live stream. We just kind of wowed and goofed off. Sergeant Schultz, thank you, Dooney Mims. But yeah, we had some problems over the weekend. We had a forestry-related crash loop with greenhouses. We have moved on from that problem. And I think in general, we're actually starting to make some strides on things. I can't remember. Can I actually? Oh, I can. Once upon a time in NEI, searches was broken. Searches was. Whew, wow, I'm on point with that grammar. Searches were broken in that if it was a mod called, let's say, RF Tools Control, and you did @RF Tools, it would show only you exactly RF Tools. JEI has actually fixed that, so I'm having to adjust my searching back to what it was way back in 1.6.4 or early parts of 1.7.10. And so now I can do @control and it will only show me RF Tools Control or anything else that's got control in the title. Okay. I know nothing about this mod. Literally. I've looked at some screenshots of innocuous symbols and symbology and craziness. I don't know anything else beyond that. So I don't know, but I figured it could be an interesting thing to get into. Okay, the programmer. That looks simple enough. Do we have, what's our nutrient distillate stockpile looking at right now? I don't want to start doing anything crazy with the, nothing in the drum. Okay. I'm actually going to let that go for a minute then. I'm going to come over here. That needs to be fixed. That is fixed. That's running. It's nighttime again. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. That's not that bad. We don't have a vacuum chest full of apples this time around. Don't know what happened last time. I think a chunk got stuck. So yeah. But I do hope everybody had a good weekend. Cuts, did you wow a lot?
Yes.
Yeah, I did too. Have you made a demon hunter yet?
Yes.
They're weird.
I made them as a gathering character, actually, for gathering the herbs and the ores required for building up the stuff. Getting them. Yeah. Let's see. I have been messing with a mod.
over the weekend called Chiseled Me, which is essentially super awesome and extremely hilarious. It lets you chisel yourself down to size, and I think it's great. You can do all sorts of really weird cornball stuff with it, but basically it turns yourself into, like, you can make yourself bigger or smaller, and it works, and it's super good, super stable. The mod is not actually released like as a release version. It's still in beta or alpha or something, but it's frighteningly stable, and I haven't seen any negative interactions. But you can make yourself super tiny and fit into small places, like you can fit in the same space as a conduit from Ender.io. I think that's great. So I was messing with that some over the weekend, amongst other Minecraft-related stuff. I'm trying to get some more verdant sprigs, just for the sake of regularly stocking up and being able to do roots stuff. I have not checked, by the way, the overflow chest, Mr. Cuts. I do not know what the status of our excessive stock of armor and stuff is.
Probably heavily overflowed.
I think I just double planted a row. Nope, never mind. I didn't.
Dial, meet with a nether spawner. Let's go have a look. See what's going on through there.
I expect the worst. Dum-dum-dum. Let's take all this stuff. How many apples do you have? I'm going to steal all your appley goodness. All of it. Sounds like the Ant-Man mod. Is that a thing, Trianus? Hey, Mo Lee, what's going on, man? I didn't know there was an Ant-Man mod. Yeah, Chiseled Me. You can make stuff bigger or smaller, so you can make a super giant sheep.
We definitely still have space because stuff is still coming through. There's nothing clogged up on this end.
I haven't checked, so I don't know if we were overflowing. Maybe it's actually working for once. Okay, yeah, I got a couple of random golden chest plates here. And that's it. I'm just gonna... Yes, I know we should be saving
golden
that.
chest plate.
Do what? You are...
whole idea of... They're worth... Oh, we don't have an auto anvil, do we? So...
You are breaking up like the worst. I do believe that there have been some Discord oddities last couple of days. So yeah. Okay, the overworld. Well, there we go. We actually have a... Wait a minute, it's going somewhere.
Any better?
That sounded normal.
Okay. I was on a loading screen, so it was bringing in all the chunks.
Right.
And I think my dad is actually currently doing a screen sharing session to someone to fix a problem they're having, so that'll be why. Lots of internet use.
Hey, Lefteris here from Greece. I enjoyed Chisel Me. You can resize yourself. You can resize other entities. So you can make like a giant cyber zombie if you wanted to. Whatever. Yes, Trionis. I very much would like to see a link to the Ant-Man mod. I'm curious. Lefteris, the plan for today, I think, is going to get into... I want to get into at least the cursory, the beginnings of RF Tools Control, because I'm curious. I want to see what we're doing. I am kind of watching this whole nutrient distillant thing to make sure we're going to be keeping up to speed on that. Because we went through our backstock and... Okay, it looks like we're fluid positive right now. Our overworld spawner is not hooked up to a... Words are my friend. It is not hooked up to a dimensional transceiver yet, so it's not remotely connected, which means that we are still having to ferry tanks of liquid over to the overworld spawner back at the spawner back at the old base, but that's fine. Once we get a positive stock of at least 16 fluid, yep, that's going up. I will top that off and take a tank over. In the meantime, I wanted to look at Let's see. I want to make one of those. Send all that nonsense back. Programmer. I don't know what any of this stuff does. Let's look for... I think we're going to have to go over here, ladies and gentlemen. That's one thing I want to do. Let's just come get some random lumber. What do we have a lot of? We have a lot of that. Oh, also... Ah! What is this? Spruce? Spruce, hey! That works. Do I have a chisel? I do have a chisel. And these are called, spruce planks. Okay. Sure, whatever. Let's get some of that. Put the rest of that back. We're going to go 2, 3, 4. I have to do that again. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of interior decorating. Now that we're over here on this side, we may as well start catching this side up to the other side in terms of looks. But one thing that I want to do later this week, I think I'm going to do it on the Thursday stream, and it's probably going to be boring, but it needs to be done. We need to get all the remote storage stuff and hook it to the main system, i.e., like right now, okay, we have a farm back at the old base that does redstone and ender pearls. We, instead of having that stored there and us having to go fetch it, we need to just have it directly linked and stored here at this base. And we need to start doing that with more of our farms and automated things in various places, bringing all of the storage back to here at the house, and generally making it more awesomer. I think it was that. No, not even close. Thought it was. I was wrong. Okay, what is this?
We should be able to maintain the nutrient distillant with, what? Rotten flesh and sugarcane?
We're using rotten flesh and nether wart right now. I do want to actually make another wart farm.
That works too.
Those are some of the highest yield. That's it. There we go. Okay. That's right. Now the counters match up. The
thing is, we have no permanently sustainable farm except for sugarcane.
Permanently sustainable farm? What do you mean?
Well, there's like nothing that you can put into a farming station that won't eventually wear out.
Oh, because of what? Tools?
Yeah.
I guess there's no such thing as a bound hoe.
Doesn't go in there anyway. The bound axe doesn't go into the planter.
Right.
But no, there isn't.
That is a problem we are going to have to approach. That's interesting.
Well, sugarcane can be done in the traditional manner of having it break when it gets up to a block kind of thing.
Dear God.
Yeah, pistons. Or whatever.
Okay. Chev asks, does that mean you can get chiseled bit sheep? Yes. You can actually chiseled me sheep to really big or really, really tiny. You can have a tiny sheep on a leash. That's a thing. Great mod, though. Let's see. Time Lord Transformer. What? Does the Roots armor still cause cuts lag? Asks Moley.
Well, I mean, it slightly reduces my frame rate, but lots of things do.
A little bit.
I mean, it's not that it's, particularly slow. It's just another renderer, but because it's another renderer and it's quite a complex one, it just adds to the load of other things. It's not explicitly slow. It's just adding more slowness to a thing because it's a complex renderer, just as any other thing would.
Okay. Node remotely accessed by processor that has a network card installed. Processor. Processor executes programs for automation. Oh, dear God, there's a manual. Hang on. Let's go get the manual. Do we? Let's get one of those. And then, whoop. Send that back. I gotta go up here and check. Oh yeah, we're net positive. Easy. Okay, let's do some reading. I know this is gonna be scintillating, but we gotta start somewhere. Yeah, Sheer Madness is the name of the mod. I don't know if you can Sheer Madness a Chiseled Me sheep. Not sure.
Don't see why not.
Yeah, it should still be a sheep. It's just rendered as smaller size. Should work. So you could have tiny crop sheep.
Depends how it's implemented, but probably, yeah. There might be interesting things with the models. The models may or may not scale, but it depends how it works. Possibly. I'm guessing Atomic Blom's smart enough to have done it in a way that if the scale of the sheep was changed, the scale of everything else that was added on would change as well, but yeah.
Hey, Cameron Castleberry, by the way, I'm glad you're doing okay after the weekend. Glad to hear that you're back at work. Make some auto-crafting stone axes, hoes to feed into the farms. That's one thing I was kind of curious about, is what we can do with RF Tools Control. I thought initially that it was going to be kind of a replacement mod for Steve's Factory Manager, SFM. I don't know if it's going to be that, or if it's something else, if it's supposed to be kind of that, but kind of I'm not sure. Sugar Cubes, hey, what's going on? Calculator mod has some unbreakable tools. Do not know if they work in a planter, though. We couldn't get Calculator in this server if we tried. Sorry. And it's kind of buggy. Micro Chicken Chiseled Sheep for the win. Yes, exactly, Mr. Trilby. RF Tools Control is an add-on mod for RF Tools, which has a visual programming system that is suitable for automation tasks. Programs written with RF Tools Control can move items around, interact with redstone, examine energy levels of machines, and so on. There's a direct support for the storage scanner, and in the future, will also be given auto-crafting abilities to that scanner. So it sounds like if you use it in conjunction with RF Tools, it kind of is SFM. Don't be too afraid of the word programming, though. Programs written in RF Tools are typically very simple, and they are written in a visual manner. That means you don't actually have to write code, just drag and drop icons. To use it, you'll need to insert a program card. Ooh, okay. We have to make a thing. What? Okay, let's go over here. A card base.
Thick spell drive.
Do what?
But for a machine. Same kind of thing as the spell drive.
Yeah.
You contain a program.
Boop. Thought we would have had some of that, but whatever. Okay, let's go. Yep, smelting. Going to smelt some cactus. Size style SFM for RF tools, I think. Yes. So basically, hey, Amy, what's going on? I think it's supposed to be kind of like partially SFM and partially some other things there where you can do interaction with machines and check energy levels. And if level is below X, output signal Y or whatever. We're going to have to see. I'm curious. Super curious. Let's see. We have to make, what is it? A program card. There we go. Wow, we're out of paper.
Paper upstairs in the enchanting thing. There's a big pile of it in the box.
Upstairs in the enchanting thing?
Yeah, the room with the Ticon stuff with the vanilla enchanting setup.
How much is in there?
I know, like several stacks.
Several stacks?
I was going to make a load of books, and then I got the enchants I needed.
Okay. I'll leave some in there, but I'm going to leave the rest in the system. The main system. Okay, so we go over to this thing, this doohickey. I think we do that. I think this is where you program it, and you get the program on a card, and you put the card in, what was it? A processor. So you stick this card, once you program it, into the processor, and the processor does stuff. Which means we might have to make one of those, which means I'm going to have to actually get more cactus green preemptively. Really? Oh, okay. I think I'm going to have to go back to the house and do some cactus farming real quick. Hold on. We're getting low. Hey, Preach, what's going on? Oh. Fiddlesticks and fudge nuts. I'm in the nether. Lava pups. Eventually the world will load in around me. Okay. Let's do this. To that. We really need to set up multiple teleporters because me and Cuts keep, like, passive-aggressively redialing off of where the other one's going. Are you out? Yep. Just go over here and get another stack for the sake of posterity. There we go. I was eating a sandwich and eating a sandwich, and I wasn't getting hunger. I was like, what? Okay. I'm just gonna a couple ammo. And why did I come over here? I'm trying to remember. Cactus! Right. Wow, almost forgot. Whew. It's one of them days. I hate this ladder. I really do. Thank you. Let's get the stone hatchet. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put that there. Also, not that much.
Please refer to the ritual master. Okay, I would if, actually showed any of the rituals whatsoever instead of just being missing textures.
Oh, I see how you want to be. Okay. You want to be like that? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Mr. Spider. It's time for you to fly. Woo! Flying spider. Aw, he fell. Such a pity. Okay. Did I miss? Yep, there's one. Got enough. Got me some of that. I'm actually going to preemptively do that. Since I'm over here. And let's go back home. This chat's well moderated and not the moderator's fault. What? Did I miss something? Level X, then make it go, do a little signal, then a little iron, get down tonight. Okay. Mr. Chilby's being weird. Oh, it's Steve's factory manager, but wireless, so you don't have to have the connecting cables. That's interesting. Do you like Mac in Minecraft videos? I'm not sure I know what you mean, Amy D. Or you'll be wrenched like Vagerman round one. Yeah, that was harsh, man. I tell you what. No prep work beforehand. Yeah, guess what? After our first round, and we had me get axed just because I wasn't familiar with something, and they didn't give us any prep time. Then suddenly instituted after that, you get 30 minutes to look up the stuff that you're going to get. Really? That's fair. Spider feels a being touch coma. Thank you very much. Ghost in the Shell reference. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, just catching my chat there. Let's swivel around. I think, basically, if I understand it right, you get the machines and you connect them with network cards. And you can have the nodes and the processors interacting and running programs, I think. At least that's how I understand it. Right now, I'm tempted to make a node. Let's get that and put it in there. And let's get that and put it in there. I'm tempted to make a, just to see if I can make something like blink a light on and off. We have some Glowstone. We do have some Glowstone. Where's the... Oh, never mind. I was about to say, where's Tomb of Alchemy? What? Dang it. Don't leave the Tomb of Alchemy in fuel-eating mode, Cuts.
Ooh, whoops, sorry.
Urgh. Put it in my inventory and it ate the Glowstone. Wait a minute, can it make Glowstone? No, you have to do that some other way. We talked about this last live stream. We really need to make that thing. What is it? Is it it's a thing to turn redstone into glowstone? Or something. In Reliquary,
yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, at some point soon, we need to, like, get into that.
Altar of Light.
Altar of Light. What does that entail? Casting altar of light. There's two different ones. Nebulous Hearts. Do we have any of those?
Yeah, a few. They're rare drop from Endermen. We probably have quite a few now, actually, considering the Endermen that pop up in the Nether on the thing.
I love it when you talk technical. Okay, Altar of Light.
You know what I mean? In the spawner, we probably have quite a few because they kill a Joe.
I have an Altar of Light. What do I do with it now?
Look in the uses. It has documentation.
Does it?
Yeah, all the reliquary stuff.
Okay, it can actually be scrapped via IC2. Converts redstone to glowstone. Just right-click it with redstone until it activates, and then after some time, glowstone block will appear on top of it. It needs to be in direct sunlight for it to work. Okay, using alkahestry, you can transform this back into redstone, hopefully for a profit. Okay, it's weird. So I can get a stack of redstone. Well, first thing, direct sunlight. We got to solve that problem.
Just stick it outside at the thing if you got connection to inventory over yonder. Over into the farms and stuff.
No, I don't, but I just take some redstone with me. For now. I am going to stick it over there, but... Uh-oh. Mr. Creeper. Heads up. Woo! Wow, those guys can fly. Okay. I'm going to get this, and I'm just going to put it right there. You right-click it on redstone. 24 minutes. Time active. Time remaining. What? Does it just make glowstone or what?
Yeah, it's just very slow.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm actually going to just get this stack of redstone and leave it right there. It's going. It is active for the next 24 minutes remaining, it says. I assume that means it's going to take 24 minutes and then it's going to suddenly make a block of glowstone.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, I'm okay with that. That's cool, man.
Well, in a chunk-loaded area, several of those set up with the appropriate things, placing redstone on them with right-click and breaking the glowstone blocks and hoovering up the bits, so you can get quite a rate over time.
Yeah, okay. Very cool. So now we can come back over here. We have a sheep with a skin condition over here still. And I'm just going to bring this up and let my brain absorb it for a second while I catch up on chat. Hey, Jedko, what's going on, man? How are you, Jedko? I wouldn't do well with wrenched. I really don't do automation. 10 minutes for each glowstone block, says Mo Lee. Hey, Corey Anche, the Mad Dutchman. I saw Dyer automate this like a month ago. Was the last bid of his ForgeCraft that I watched, says Chris Jackman. Okay, I need to go dig that up, apparently. Here's something interesting, Vagram. Some time ago, Soren duplicated the dragon egg. Have you got a copy yet? Nope. I will get the dragon egg when I actually go kill the dragon. And apparently, it only drops one egg. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't use dupe bugs. I don't like getting duped goods, if possible. Specifically because I don't know what ramifications it's going to have on server stability. And it kind of makes me feel icky. This... Yeah, okay, I'm going to leave it there. Let's go check this real quick since it's being actively loaded. Got some creeper parts in there and some apples. Which reminds me, I do need to check some of my forestry nonsense. Let's get... Nope, it's over here. Stack of those. Stack of those. Let's see. This is saplings. Yep. See if I can put another stack of saplings in there.
The lack of information for this is annoying. And I can't just ask Way because it seems like he's writing a paper or something.
Way is doing college things, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I know confidently we are technically using a bit of a loophole in the blood magic system to have working farms. Those will get patched. Not anytime soon.
Are we?
Yeah, the tools. They're not supposed to be working when they're off.
Well, kind of, yeah. It's only working because of the enchantments. The stuff that isn't supposed to be working is they're not supposed to be yielding the shards. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that is a bug, too. And that's something... I mean, that's definitely a bug. They definitely should not be yielding blood shards well.
I have not done anything with the blood shards specifically. I'm not sure if I would. Okay, we have a huge backstock of ethanol. That's awesome. Okay. Let's go back over to the RF Tools control thing here real quick. I'm curious. We are getting a buildup of glowstone. Okay, so... Hey, Allie! Galarno, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while, Allie. Where you been? Yeah, I get what your point is. Oh, hey, Sin. I didn't see you step in. How you doing, Sin? Yeah, we are using a thing with the blood magic tools right now, and we're getting free blood magic shards, blood shards because of it. You do not see us turning around and using all those blood shards for stuff. At least I wouldn't, because we're not supposed to have those. I get what you're talking about with the whole dragon egg thing, and how if we wanted to, we could get a dupe of the dragon egg and then put it on one of those generators from extra utilities and get tons of power on a power grid. But it's still the fact that we're not supposed to have that dragon egg. There's supposed to only be one on a server. Just because you have multiple entrances to the end, or just because you can respawn the dragon, or all these other theories, you do not get extra eggs, and we're not supposed to. So if somebody else got it legit, that would be Direwolf and T-Love. They have it. I think me owning a dupe of it would diminish their achievements. Take that what you will. Oh, you're at school, Allie. Well, hope your day is going really, really good. So, Vagram, are you as excited about me about whoosh, space, planet? Wow, super vague, Coriace. I am excited about whoosh, space, planet. I think it is going to be amazing, fantastic, complicated. But we'll get there. The rest, everybody else is like, what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, see, Dark Preacher has a point. I'd use the free blood shards to make blood bricks for decoration. That seems okay to me. We're not gaining anything other than maybe some visual appeal. That's it. And I think that would be fine. Okay, I was thinking about making a thing that would just make a redstone lamp blink. Just on a timer. I thought that would be a really simple starting point. I just don't know. Event redstone on. Execute a program when redstone signal at a specific side goes on. Okay, we could do that. I'm just gonna put one of those there, because whatever. Read redstone. Does it emit redstone? Set redstone level. Okay. Ooh, you get little light up doodads. Double click to change connector. Sure. Okay. You get little connector sides on which sides. Oh, that means you could wrap back around on a program, but you don't have to have those sides connecting. That's actually very cool. That means I can turn that. I can turn that off. So when I send it a redstone signal, it's gonna, let's say from side north. Single? What? Single true. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna set it to true. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Then set redstone level up. Level constant 15. Okay, so I could make it relay. Wait. Ooh, then. Wait a minute, what? Oh, you only have to have that connecting one way. Okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. Hey, Arseg, it's okay, man. Thanks for coming. Brain hurty. Missed live stream. Wanted to catch up. Sheer madness looks cool and funny at the same time. Yes, and that was a great live stream. Big shout out again to Atomic Blonde for actually swinging by and showing off sheer madness. That was awesome. Random elite dude got banhammered by, or he got nixed by Mr. Dark Preacher. Yeah, don't be rude. I didn't even see what he said. Okay, so Operation Wait for, I don't know. Let's say 60? 60 ticks. And then we're gonna do set redstone to side up. We're gonna do 0. Close. So in theory, if I give it a redstone signal from the north side of a block, it will send a redstone signal out the top for 3 seconds and then turn off. In theory. Save card name redstone test. Okay, I have a thing. Now I gotta figure out what to do with it. Hold on. More reading. Processor. The processor is a device that actually runs your programs. First, you write a program with the programmer, and then you insert the card in the processor. Up to 6 programs cards are supported. The processor needs some more modules before it can really work, though. Most important thing a processor needs is at least one CPU core. For every core you can install in that you install in one of the expansion slots, you can run an additional program. Note that CPU cores are expensive, but you don't always need many, even if you plan to run multiple programs, because typical programs don't run for very long. Aha! There are 3 tiers of CPU cores. They differ in their execution speed and RF consumption rates. Oh gods. Processor can store up to 32 variables. To do so, it needs RAM chips. Oh my god, it's like open computers all over again. Every RAM chip adds 8 variables, so maximum 4 RAM chips are supported. Okay. 24 internal slots. Networking. Can create a network. Processor has only 6 sides, but using a network, you can extend it. Oh, so you can have more. You can have more instances of like the north side of a block by making networked blocks. That's wild. Okay. Okay, I'm at control. My brain's melting quickly. It's okay though. We need to make a processor. I want to make a processor. Let's see, card base. I want 2 of those. Hey, I happen to have enough of that. We don't have any nether quartz? Nether?
No, you went off to go and get a load for making sharpness, remember?
We used all of it. Yep. Not going to go there. I'm going to go over here. Okay, quick detour. Forgot. Got to go to the nether. Yeah, RF Tools Control. Hey, Dynex, what's going on? Modded a stream for effect the other night, and some dude came in with 20 plus accounts just trolling away. We got hit by that guy. I don't think it's the same guy, but we got the same thing, Chris Jackman. We had somebody show up last week or the week before, and they had like 5 or 10 or something like that. It was like 10 accounts that were all named very, very similar things, or if not exactly the same. So they kept making you think, oh, you can't ban me, ha ha ha, but we were banning them. You just have to keep banning them until they run out of accounts. And then finally they got bored and left. Tough tunnel. Let's do some digging. I'm just going to go up here. And I'm going to stand right here and go. This is where I hit a lava pocket. Get my face eaten off. Buggy frames ore. How I love thee. Oh no, this is quark from basalt. Seems like super black. Really dark ore. Okay, let's try over here. No hands. There we go. Now the lava comes out and melts my face off. Wait, why am I laughing? I think the trolls like getting banned. They keep coming back for more. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we had one guy coming in and talking about he was named Jesus Christ, and he was basically really, really nasty, slanderous stuff. It was sad. Okay. Need to call it a night. Catch you later. See you later, Trianos. Thanks for coming by, man. Whoops. Mr. Trilby says, I remember Random Elite Dude has an account been kicked from here before. Odds are they have multiple accounts that are the same name. They have, not multiple accounts, but multiple channels. Because when we're banning people, that is a channel getting banned. You have to really report people several times in order for the entire channel or the entire account to get banned. So that is one flaw that I proposed there needs to be a fix for on YouTube side of things, because right now the administration stuff is rather limited. I want to be able to ban an account, not a channel, an account. I want to be able to ban an entire account from my channel. Site is utterly confusing to me. It should be, Paula. It's pretty weird stuff. I like it, though. Let's see. Arsag says, Vagram, is the RF Tools control mod like Steve's Factor, or is it more difficult to understand? Because Steve's Factor is a nightmare for me to learn. And somebody said, who is it? Hey, George Nass, what's going on? Wielder of the Mighty Voice. Thank you, George. No, somebody said it, basically. It was like, RF Tools control is Steve's Factory Manager McJitty edition, basically. It's what it comes down to. He has done his own spin, his own take on it. He's reinvented the concept. And I think that's awesome, because he sees a need in the community for something that has basically had to fall by the wayside because the creator is busy with real life stuff. Hey, there's a hole right here. Weird. Oh, small cave that's on fire. And yeah, it's one of those things that I'm very, very happy for having it, but it is done a little bit differently. And we're figuring out that right now on how different it is, you know, what kind of hardware differences are there, etc., etc. I've got some, quote unquote, quartz. I'm going to come back because I don't need a ton. And let's warble our way back into the overworld. It's going to send me to a portal that is in the wrong place. Yep, that's the one. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, yeah. I'm not flying right now. Thank you. Go away. Go away, kid. You bother me. I'm trying to break this portal. I don't know why suddenly obsidian is so hard, and it's super dark. We're gonna go all the way over here, follow the ocean of water, go out the little hole I've made 1,000 times before, and the... there it is, the chalet is over here. See, that's the portal I go in, and it puts me out in a portal that it made underwater. It literally couldn't connect from that little island just below that thing to over here. That's how dumb the portal code is in Minecraft. Drives me batty. Yeah, McGinny reminds me of the Robots movie, See and Need, Feel and Need. I feel exactly the same way, Dynex. It's very, very interesting. He's basically a machine when it comes to getting ideas and implementing them. Let's see, put that in there. Okay, let's put all of our stuff up. That and that, and I was doing a thing. Oh, didn't make one of those. Can't forget those. Workbench. General workbench that works well with a processor, but can also be used standalone. Okay. Now I'm intrigued. Let's go see what it looks like. Let's see. This thing is going to need power. I'm actually going to... the processor is going to need power, apparently. So I'm going to socket it right there at the time. Whoa. That's trippy. It's got a little blinky, lighty up interface. Have you seen this, Cuts?
Nope. I'm waiting for it to come through on the stream now, though.
Gen only. I'm guessing that's what that means. T1 only. Doesn't make sense. I see how useful useful Psi is, but I still love speed mining. It's more fun.
Ooh, cool.
And my Psi. Why not go right to MAC address banning? I could do that. That'd be fun. I was an ice cream tester in a factory for 3 whole months. That's why I left this wonderful stream. What did I miss? Are you serious, George? That's awesome. Arseg asks, quick question, Vagram. Did you figure out if the apple farm was chunk loaded or if it was working like it was supposed to? If it's chunk loaded, I can't figure out where he's talking about that vertical structure right behind my cursor, crosshairs. There is no chunk loader that we have put there. And it is not acting chunk loaded since then. Because it was basically, I came back today after the whole weekend. Last time it was completely chock-a-block full of apples. Like it had been chunk loaded. I think that chunk bugged and got stuck on. That's my theory. Take it as you like it. Okay. Rogram card. Which way's north? Oh. Of course, north is the side. Oh, wait a minute. I can do it with an RF tools. I mean, in Ender IO conduit. We have redstone. Hey, we do. Do we have a lever? A lever? Nope. I'm just gonna make a quick lever. And we can... Oh, wait a minute. I have to give this thing processor first, like an actual upgrade card. Control. CPU core. Okay, so there's two different 1 operation per tick, 4 RF per tick. I already need more cactus. Let's just get this and boop, run it through there real quick. See you later, Lepteris. Have fun at school tomorrow. I really need to finish the anime. I got halfway through before life happened, but I never had a chance to finish it. The anime that they're talking about, the anime that I'm assuming the anime that Psy is based on. I imagine that processor beeping and booping. I kind of do too, Dynex. It's the vibe I get from it. That can affect the server lag. Chunk loaded bug because that is it can spread to nearby chunks. Yes, Arsec. So needs a node too. Does it need a node? I thought it did things. Does it have to connect to a node to? I think it can do things. I don't think. Let's see, networking. A processor only has 6 sides, but using a network, you can extend this by enabling access to all sides of all nodes that are connected to the network. Yeah, so the processor has sides that it does stuff through, but it can also access the sides of a node as well. So I don't need a node. I don't think. If I'm reading that manual even remotely correctly, and I'm probably not, then it seems optional to me. Let's get one of those. I'm gonna make one of these bad boys. Right like that. I think it goes. Okay. Do we need to make some RAM for it? Console module. Sneak right click on a processor to set the target of this. Oh, I think that outputs to a screen from RF Tools. Crafting card. Nope. Okay. Let's make another one of these. And one of these. I don't think I need RAM because mine's not loading variables, but I'm not sure. I have no clue what I'm doing. Open the manual. Dear God. No, wait a minute. Processor. Most important thing that the processor needs is at least one CPU core. For every core, you need to install on one of your and run additional programs. 3 tiers, already read that. Variables. You can allocate variables that are already used by other cards. That way it's possible to share information between programs on different cards. That's hot. I like that. The processor also has access to 24 internal item slots. These are always available to you, just like the variables on... Wait a minute. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 24. Those are the item slots. Okay. So now, I'm curious. Oh, wait a minute. Block thing. Time remaining 5 minutes. Okay, fine. Do we have any kind of... Nope. I'm trying to think of something that would respond to a redstone signal being sent to it. We have one of those. I don't know if that's going to work, but... Oh, it's not going to work because... Then we're going to get a conflict, I think. So if I do this, and then I do... There we go. Strong signal, in, out. Strong signal, that's off, which means... Ah! Off. I don't know. confused. I will admit. It's got the screen thing. I think this is the console output. Help? Oh. List. Event queue. What? Clear. Start. Signal, redstone, test? This is weird, man. It's... Signal is handled 0 times. What does that mean? Variable cannot be defined. It's got no variables, no items or anything like that. I'm missing something. Well, Mike Bentley showed up. Wait a minute. This whole thing is Greek to me, but it seems very interesting and powerful. I agree with you, Mike Bentley. Greek's an easy, George Nass says, Greek's an easy language if you start. To start if you're interested. Sure, it sounds funny, but it's fun in the end. See you later, Sin. Thanks for coming by. Gotta go to the chalet. Gotta say thank you very much, Paula. It's a big house. We still have tons of space to fill up.
I need better armor.
Yeah, you do.
My current stuff is nearly broken.
Would you like a blooming onion armor?
That would be very helpful.
I will make you some here in a little bit. You mean the sexist language out there? Tee. Try a lever. Strong signal. Okay, let me get my wrench out first. Pick that up. I'm now going to... Whoop, I learned from that. I need to pick stuff up using a pickaxe. Processor. I'm going to put that right there, which means now we can get this and put that on the back. Signal redstone test. Handled 0 times. See, I don't know. There's a run? Reset the processor. There's DB resume. Resume all cores. What am I supposed to do with this? Redstone test. Redstone test? Nope, that's not a program name. Signal, redstone test. I think that's not talking about the signal. It's talking about the destination. Does this thing actually have glowstone yet? First of all, I gotta sleep because it doesn't have any daylight. I just remembered you're streaming. Hey, Van Anderson, what's going on? Anti-Gampley got messages deleted. Timed out and banned by 2 different moderators. Wow. The heck is that guy doing? Okay, 3 minutes. I need glowstone to be able to actually test the theory I've got. What is... There we go. Let's get all of these. All of these. Perfect. Let's get this. Put this back here. Top that off. So many manual things around here. Now I'm going to sit here and stare at this until it gives me glowstone because I need to get something on top of it that can send out a redstone signal too. And I don't want to just stick a redstone lamp up there. Redstone torch. I was nice today. I just gave him a timeout. Oh, Preacher's got a soft spot. So yeah, by the way, the whole trolls thing, the more popular and the bigger this stream gets, the more it's going to happen. And it's not just a YouTube thing, it happens on Twitch. One of the things. Did someone have problems with computer craft? I never did get around to make a program for anything. I was never really good at Lua, so I haven't done computer craft or open computers. Everything I've done with open computers has been programmed by somebody else. Work faster. So yeah. Just making sure we don't have any creepers creeping up on me. Yeah, I need to make some onion armor for Mr. Cuts, I think. Get that up there, get that up there. I need to put that down and put a processor in it and see what it works like. I expect that probably Mr. Direwolf 20 has a really, really comprehensive tutorial already on how to do RF tools control. I just haven't watched it yet because I like going in cold on some mods to see if you can figure them out. Try an acceleration wand. I actually don't have one because acceleration wands require advanced recipes, which means we require like 4 or 5 nether stars to make one.
Oh, we have a source of skulls now.
Yes, we do. And actually, we need to do some stuff like that. I need to make do a wither fight at some point here soon. If you have any modded stuff whatsoever, it tends to be a lot easier. So it's not a question of difficulty. I just haven't gotten around to farming the heads. Okay, that's got a minute. It's boring. I'm gonna come over here and plonk down the workbench. It's a crafting table. Okay. I'm guessing it can be used with a processor. It's a crafting table with storage. That's cool. I like that. That's always neat. Doot, doot, doot. 30 seconds. There hasn't done a tutorial yet. McJitty tweeted out a video that shows it off last night. I will go watch that later. Is the Mafia sheep still a thing in the house? The one from the Atomic Blom? No, we have a sheep with a skin condition, but I can change it if you want me to. What was it? If you do that with a marble, or is it white wool?
Raw marble, I think.
Yeah, raw marble. Yeah, I'll do that here in a minute. I'm just going to wait for this glowstone to pop out. I think it's 4 glowstone gives you a glowstone, I think. Comment too long? What are you talking about, Dynex? Okay. So it's going to behoove me to get some glowstone. I mean, get some silk touch for that or something. I have 2 glowstone. We might have to make another nether trip. As a matter of fact, it will probably be easier to do that in the nether real quick. Let's go back to our portal.
So you do know that there is like a hole in the wall in the nether thing that I go out through. I go from the nether spawner out there, fly out through the hole.
Do what?
You don't have to go back to the nether portal to do it. You just
go you made it. Did you make a hole in the wall?
I've been using that all the time I was gathering demon wool. It's been there since last week.
Oh. I thought that was a box.
In fact, I'm right there now doing exactly that.
Well, that means I know where the teleporter goes. Kaboom! I'm up on your things, doing your stuff. I mean, what? Okay. Immediately regret not having my flaming sword out and handy. Is it me, or is my darkness completely out of brightness completely out of whack? Let's see. I automatically know where that is because I see a giant dirt section of the ceiling. I am looking for glowstone though, and I'm not seeing a lot. I'm just gonna go east. Wow. Somebody's been using, wow, this is crazy. Somebody's even using a RF Tools builder like nuts in the Nether. I've run it like twice and never in that big of an area.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't overlap the fort.
Yeah, no kidding, right? This is somebody's nether tunnel. Just an unnatural shape stretching out in a straight line. This is dumb.
In fact, part of the fort was overwritten by it, but only the very extreme edge.
Uh-oh. Miss Morby pinged me. I may be in trouble for something. Oh, here's a slime island, but no in hell I'm going over that. Oh, here's one little... Oh, no, there is some more glowstone here. Awesome. Awesome. Let's go get some more real quick. Just missed some. I know this is riveting. Half the time my streams are spent running around like a chicken with my head cut off or finding things. The other, like, 20% are spent in the nether getting glowstone or another quartz. So I do apologize for that, folks.
Well, the quartz situation would be improved if the thing had fortune on it.
Well, so with the glowstone, I think. And I did...
No, it isn't. Because you can just recraft it, and you'd have to be able to loop it if that was the case.
Oh, right. That's a good point. Never thought about that. Yeah, I do need to get actual fortune on this, or maybe silk touch on another one, something like that. Let's teleport back. Caphomancy, the darkest of magics. I missed a comment. Hang on a second. Bergam, I did check the 9x9 video. I like the 9x9 compound concept. Thank you very much, Moly. I saw your comment on the video. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. Are the crossbows in this pack? Yes, they are for T-Con. I think. Wait a minute. What? Also, said a thing that wanted to make about wanting. I typed out a thing about how I had an app to learn Java. It was barely 3 sentences and it got eaten. Oh, right. You want to make a Capomancy mod. I have lots of ideas, but I don't know how to program. No crossbows and
No.
What's up?
I saw multiple gas tears fall into the lava there.
Whoops. Use coffee as fuel for machines. I would love to make a coffee-based mod and even have, like, maybe something you could pour coffee into as, like, maybe if you could coffee fuel a pig. You remember the old iChun mod that lets you clone yourself? And you could actually put a pig on a treadmill and feed it, and it would generate power?
Yep. Yeah, generating pigawatts.
Pigawatts, exactly. I would love to actually get something that would let you put livestock on a treadmill, and the more coffee you gave them, like right-click on them with coffee, they would get short bursts of energy that would generate RF for like a few minutes, and then they'd be tired. So the more concentrated the coffee, the more burst of energy you got, but the longer the fallout would be. I think it'd be awesome. Yes, it is possible to still go through the bedrock ceiling in the nether because Minecraft code. When I get a better computer, I'll learn how to code, says Dynix. Yeah, Sync. That's it. That's the mod. Sync was awesome. Kitchen sink, whatever, you know, great mod. Let's put those away. I can now do this. Get this. Do this. Get this. Put that away. Scat away. I'm just gonna put that there and see if we... Whoop. We made a thing. It puts the lamp on for 3 seconds and then it turns it back off. That does work. There we go. Proof of concept. Like and sub. Thank you very much, Gaming James. Piggy Waltz. Yeah, by the way, if anybody wants to do me a really big solid favor on Twitter, the next time you see a tweet from Mr. Ichun, ask him what coffee shop he's currently sitting in. Trust me, it's a thing. He thinks it's hilarious. Yes. Okay, so this does actually work. I can actually give it a signal. And it turns off. That's hip. I like it. That's very cool. So we can get this. We can take it back. Let's go back up to the the programmer thing. Yep, programmer. And I could hit load on that. Let's clear. Load. Awesome. And then we could do another... Let's do a wait for 20 ticks. And then I'm gonna... Let's see. I think it's get this and get... Somehow... Copy. No, it's not a thing yet. Okay. So now we can scroll back down here. We're going to have just a little bit more silliness. I'm going to put this here. Ticks. 20. Close. Set redstone. Side. Up. And you notice you can't put a node name in there. And we're going to set it to 15. And then we're going to wait for 20 ticks. And then we're going to do... Side up. Level 0. Now I'm going to save that as redstone test. Hey, cool. It remembers. I think that means I can take this over here. Woo! I love it when stuff like this works. It looks more complicated than you actually think it's going to be. That's it. It blinks twice. Yay! Skylord Big Buck, thank you very much. Since when is there a character limit for YouTube? Actually, I think Dynex, they put that in to combat some of the trolling. There's a lot of people that came over from Twitch that have these scripts that they run that lets them do these big batches of ASCII symbols and, you know, ASCII penis art and stuff like that. And I think they instituted a max character limit to combat some of that. Plus, I think it kind of helps with it being a mobile-centric app also. If you were to include gigawatts, it has to be if you get the pig up to 88 miles per hour and produce a gigawatt, right? It was a fun mod sync. I did have 3 clones in FTB Monster, 1 for the Twilight Forest and 2 for the Overworld. It's the exact same thing I did. Yeah, 1 for each dimension, huh? 1.21 gigawatts. There is a loop function. I know I'm getting there, Preach. I'm old and I'm slow. I gotta figure this stuff out. Let's go this way. I do think this is cool though. I thought I was doing something wrong, but sure enough. Let's clear and load because why not? Operator wire. Oh, okay, so that's So I'm looking through the symbols. Test loop. Okay, wait a minute. So wait a minute. Let's clear this. Right. Okay. So event on redstone. side. What was it? North? North side. True. So when it does, not when it doesn't. I think false means no signal. So when it does get a signal on the north side of the block, then what is it? Loop, test loop, variable index. Let's do 1. And then it will end at 10. And we're going to do set redstone. Side. We're going to do the same thing. Up. We're going to set it to 15. Oh, wait a minute. Then we're actually going to, I'm going to wait. Let's do 10 ticks. Half a second, I think. And then we're going to set to side, up. I'm going to set to 0, close. And I'm going to set another wait for 10 ticks. I think this means that will wait 10 ticks. It will light it, turn it off, and it'll basically blink, and it'll be half a second between each, I think. Maybe? Okay, I don't think I have the missing variable. What? Who? What? Oh, loop functionality. Ooh, okay. Missing variable. Do I have to name the variable? Internal error. I did something wrong. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I gotta figure this out. Shift more par 1 and 10. Take a full vibrant capacitor and plunk it down next to your shell former. You can make a craft program with RFT control for automating making Pam's food like cakes and crafting cakes and beef Wellington. Yes, you can, RSEG, in theory. Yeah. Mr. Trilby has a message for you, TTFT Cuts.
Mm-hmm.
You need to build a lighthouse and use RF Tools control to make the beacon say, I am a lighthouse in Morse code.
No.
No.
No, we're in the wrong place for a lighthouse now. Well, I say that. There's an island further out, but it's not that great. A bit far.
Okay, I think I'm missing an objective here. When I figured it would go through this loop until the value went from 1 to 10, so it'd go through it 10 times. I thought. I can't remember. Okay, now we're starting to get into like the more complicated stuff. Not super complicated, but variables. Processor can store up 32 variables. These are also typed just like parameters. Make sure to allocate the variables to the card slot that you need them for. All programs that are on the same card slot will share those variables automatically. You can also share variables with programs. Okay. So am I... This thing really, it's sticky. It doesn't want to actually go in the slot. I picked this up, and a lot of times I can't left or right click it back into the slot or in the inventory. It's very weird. If I do What? Val? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I need to set a variable first. Where are the variables? Events, evaluations, tests, operations. How do I do it? Yeah, there's a little dollar sign at the end of chat. At the end of the, I missed a memo. Okay, Donny Mims asks, how do I donate? Okay, there's a couple of different ways, and it actually is slightly variable based upon what country you're in. Right now, if you're watching on YouTube Gaming, at the end of your chat, you actually should have a little dollar sign. Yeah, if you click that dollar sign, you can actually donate through the YouTube in-game system. Option number 2 is if you go to youtube.com/VagramsChance, that brings you up to my main page, and there's a tip jar button in the upper right-hand corner. Now, if you don't have either of those, there's a distinct possibility you are in a European or non-American country that is not currently supported by YouTube because of complications in banking systems, international law, whatever. It's nothing personal. If you still want to do that, there's several different ways. Option number 1 is you can actually go to Vagram.com, and on my About page, I think I have a donate link that goes through PayPal. Or you can just go to the shop.vagram.com, and buy something. There's several different ways you can do it. Yeah, Donny, try going over to youtube.com, open up a different tab, a browser tab, and go to youtube.com/VagramsChance and tell me in the upper right-hand corner if you have a little donate button. Tip jar is what it's called. The location of the variables in the GUI is well variable. What? Yeah, so there's lots of different ways. Okay, I'm going to go back over here real quick. I'm going to look and see if there's something I've missed. If I put this in here, set up an item and variable allocation. So we just left click these. I think we only need one, which is the loop. I can allocate 2 if I wanted to. Missing variable. See, this looks like it should do something, but it just toggles. It does the same thing clicking the rest of the slot does. I am confused. This is where things start going out beyond my scope. And no, I'm not talking about the mouthwash. I broke Vagram for a few seconds, says Mr. Joe. It's okay. Here in Argentina, it doesn't have any. We're in trouble with FMI for crippling debt. Yeah, see, that's the problem. It's kind of variable. If you want to, you can go to... I am going to be getting a thing set up through the dashboard. I use a thing called streamtoolkit.com. It's run by a wonderful person named Sean. And he is, he's made this thing that does all the pop-ups for people when they subscribe. Yeah. So he is doing a PayPal thing. He's setting up a PayPal thing so that people can actually do PayPal donations instead of having to use the YouTube system, because that is more universal and more flexible. So yeah. I think I have to give the variable a value. Okay, so it's got a variable and an end.
Donation received.
Oh, from a fabulous person. There we go. That's using the dollar sign. Thank you very much. Also, from whoever that fabulous person was. Oh, and see the bottom things across the bottom. That is latest donation in the middle and top donation right under my head. Got it, says Donny. There we go. I think you have to give that's the thing I'm very curious about Dynix is I don't know how to give it a variable, a starting value, do I have to... Let's see. Okay. Test if this is testing. So there's evaluate. Oh, wait a minute. Evaluate. Evaluate an integer and set it. Value integer. So I think what I need to do, clear this all out. I'm going to do redstone event to start things off, right? From the north side. If that is true, then it's going to go to the next thing. The next thing is, I think, integer value 1. And then this is going to have a index, close, constant of 10, I think. And then we're going to have to see. We're just going to have to experiment. Set redstone side up. We're going to set it for 15. Then we're going to wait 10 ticks. Then we're going to set up to 0. So it's going to be off again. Then we're going to wait half a second. Close. Going to save that again. Ah, come back. Thank you. That fabulous person paid for the coffee fairy to coffee fairy. Basically. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to give it 2 slots for... let's give it 1 slot and see what happens. Missing variable. I am thoroughly confused. I assume we start off with an integer and pass it to that. Pair var. Maybe that's not needed. Oh, you can drag things around. Ooh, why can I not? That just clears everything. Great. Val. And see, there's that val thing. So let's do north side. True. North side. Okay. So we do this. It says var. I assume that means variable. And that is an index in the processor of the variable. Last int, random int, constant. And then end. Would be a constant number. It's ending at. Right? Flames MC. Banhammer. Thank you very, very much. Mo Lee said, IMF, I think. International Monetary Foundation or something like that. I can't remember. International Money Fund. Cruz is getting old. That's random, Arseg. Thought the integer was the variable, right? Okay, so hang on a sec. Let's try this, right? If we get, where was it? Integer was right here. Let's get this and move it over. So first we declare an integer. And you see this says an index. Index to me means it's increasing in the processor. It is increasing it by an index of 1 every single time it goes through the loop, right? Which means if we do a constant, So that's the thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to be connecting these two. I can only have one of these sides. I cannot connect something to multiple sides. You can't double click on, you can't have multiple of these lit up. Yeah, if you see anybody getting Dark Preacher has it right. If you see anybody getting banhammered, you too can actually click on the 3 little dots at the end of the line and report them for nasty behavior. The more reports an account gets, the better. I know this makes riveting YouTube, but this is one of these things where I think if I can figure this out, a lot of people would be very, very happy. Well, I say that. Not that important, but I mean, you know, I think it would be cool to share the knowledge of discovering this with each other. The thing that's confusing me right now, I'm going to change this to a constant of 1 because I don't know. And then let's just try side up 15 because that works. And then we do weight ticks 10. And we set this to side up. Do 0, close. Do that. We save it. I have no clue if this is going to work. I don't think it's going to work, but whatever. If we do this, it does not need that. Missing variable. I'm just going to have all the slots, man. Whatever. Internal error. Let's clear. Okay, I got nothing. Internal error. That's it. I have some slots too. See you later, Donny Mims. I think it's funny in relation to chat. 1980s G.I. Joe could not be wrong. Yeah, knowledge is power. Exactly. I thought the end. Okay. Hey, Art Strutzenberg, Mr. Maldcat. How you doing? Okay, let's go back over here. That, by the way, is the sheep with the skin condition. That's what I was talking about. And speaking of, let's get, there it is, diamond chisel. Marble, let's get some raw marble. We're gonna load this bad boy up. And Kabushki. There it is. There's the Coop Street Mafia sheep. Woohoo! Hello. How are you? It's adorable. I love it. Sheer Madness is a great mod. I'm putting it in my pack. Okay. Totally unrelated. Also, we're approaching the last 15 minutes of live stream. Thank you very, very much, everybody that's stuck with me so far. I'm confused by this. This is eval. I think it's evaluating an integer, right? It is not actually declaring an integer. This is evaluating an existing one, I think. Because, okay, event. An event is happening. Evaluation. Count the number of external items. See, these are evaluating other things. They're reaching out to other stuff. Evaluate the redstone level that's being sent in. Whatever. Test. For equality. See, the loop has 2 definitions. If you go to the loop thing. No. There we go. Was that wrong? Maybe that was wrong. Hang on a sec. Okay, let's go try this again. Hold on. I'm going to turn that off. We're going to do clear. I'm going to set this over here. It's got all the things. Nope, internal error. Okay, so that wasn't it. Never mind. Never mind, I was hopeful. Oh, well. I remember when I first learned Steve's Factory Manager, it always kind of made my head hurt. However, I remember thinking, really thinking that was the kind of mod where you could automate and control so much stuff if you just knew how. It was such a source of power and functionality and amazement. Okay, so here we have a var, a variable index. When I think index, I'm thinking you have a starting point and then an ending point, and the index is how much it's getting increased by. That's what I think. Maybe that's wrong. Sheeptastic. What mod is it that with the yellow and blue and green tiles? What are you talking about?
Literally, the tiles in Control are different colors.
Oh, this one. Oh, and this one. Yeah, this is RF Tools Control. Yeah. Duh. Sorry. Martin Van Honing says SFM. Tristan Bodie says he got shot in the leg. That sounds like it sucks.
You see the little symbols at the top left of the symbols of the each tile?
Yeah.
The ones which have the same symbol at the top left all have the same background color, and they're grouped differently by color.
Oh, neat. He put the symbols in the top left because of me. Just FYI. Okay, so operation, request. See, this is something happening. Evaluate is evaluating the data from a given point. There is testing, which is basically mathematical functions, I think. There's events, certain events happening, waiting for something to come in, I think. So I'm a little, you can hit this, and there is a val button. I don't think it's, see if I hit val, if I highlight this and then hit the val button, it unhighlights that, and then I get this thing, and it's always blank. I can't run this program here to test it. I have to run it over to somewhere else to test it, then bring it back. That is one thing I don't like. Test and look, release look.
I made a little thing over here that'll be helpful.
Ooh, where are you?
Out with the blood altar and stuff. Have been most of this time.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm heading over to where Mr. Cuts is. Okay, you have things next to this. Well, there's things over here too. That is grasp. Nope, that's a output routing node, master routing node, input routing node, and blank slates and stone. Did you make auto crafting of slates?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Why are the blocks on the outside of the altar blinking?
Oh, that's because they're not actually there. That's the display for where they need to be put. I built the columns, but I don't have all the things, so I automated the slates to get the things to make the rooms to make it TIFF.
Okay, awesome. I don't know how these nodes work. Can you right-click on them or what?
They're pretty much in-out. I mean,
stone.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Input routing node. So it is getting input from this chest. This is the master routing node that doesn't do anything.
Oh, it controls all of the ones that are attached to it. Here, grab this.
Whoa, okay. So you're linking that input goes through the master to this output?
Well, no, they're all four of them are just connected to the master. They're in a single system.
Oh.
Yeah, they all work as one thing. And basically it's like we got an input filtered to pull stone out of the box and an output filtered to put stone into the altar, and one that pulls slates from the altar and puts them in the box.
Okay, yeah. Didn't actually crash then. Okay. That is cool, man. That's awesome. I put your thing back down on the ground, by the way. Over here with the, yeah. I need to mess with that. That may be something I need to do later this week. So we can at least end up with something productive. We did learn the basics of RF Tools Control, and Mr. Cuts used blood magic to automate blood magic, which is awesome. Tristan Bodie sub. Thank you very, very much, Tristan. I appreciate the subscription. It should pop up on screen if you did. Wave Time updated his inventory node system. Yep, very cool. Oh, you want to see? Hang on a sec. Let me see if I can do that. Mr. Arseg has made a specific request before the stream ends. Let me see if I can get this done real quick. I have to actually, I'm going to switch over to face cam. Bear with me just a minute. And then, that is Vagrant Vision. This is what it looks like to me. He specifically made it different tones. He put little symbols. He made sure that I could actually read all of them. You see? And I can tell where the groupings are. It's actually different enough in tone. But I mean, some of them do kind of look the same, like evaluation and operation. But there's different symbols in the top left. So I know those are two different groups. And he does a pretty good job of grouping them together anyway. Yeah. But this is how I see it. Tail. Yeah, he's got a tail. Mr. Cuts has a tail, that is. It won't work? It's real simple, Tristan Bodie. You hit a button. If it's not working, you're using like an unsupported browser, or you're not clicking right. Okay. I don't know what to make of that. I need to take a break just a second and actually check some other stuff to make sure. Let's get...
Part of the reason that I was upgrading this is so that we could then build a Well of Suffering, set it up with a bit of Cursed Earth, and just have it fill the altar forever. And then you can just throw stone in the box and get slates out.
Okay. Yeah, that would be neat.
The other thing is, in doing so, tweaking the type of slate that's on the input node next to the altar will change what stage it makes them to.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just stay in there. It's nice that you have to pull them out and put them back in.
Okay, let's put this here. None. Pull. That's none. That's none. That is filling up. Which means when that fills up, we can put this in it real quick and use this to fill it up. And then we can vary these back and finish off the actual live stream by going back to the overworld and getting that farm going again. It's interesting to see your point of view and to see how far mod authors go for the rest of the players. I consider myself spoiled. There are a lot of mod authors nowadays that actually come seek me out and say, hey, are you going to be able to use this? And
the perfect test case.
Yeah, I am. I am the perfect test case. I'm as broken as it gets.
Is there a way to easily limit it to only produces X number of slates? Yeah, only put X amount of stone in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If you only want one stack of slates, just put one stack of stone in. It's real simple. Yep, my cone cells are broken. I don't see any color at all. The spherical lights are not enough wands. There's an illumination. If you're talking about the big ones, this one, that's a not enough wands light orb. If you're talking about the little floaty things, that is Psi. We have like 5 different kinds of lighting in the house. It's horrible. There we go. That one's full. Wait for this one to fill up again, and then we're going to go back to the old house. To the altar automation. Yep, okay. I had to search the video and click it. Huh? You're confusing me, Tristan. I have a pipe coming out of a wall into a tank here. This is, since I don't have an Enderman head yet, and I haven't checked the Nether one yet, I need to see. Yeah, you see, by the way, weak blood shards. This is where blood magic is getting sorted. All these weak blood shards are coming from the sorting system, and they're not supposed to. We should not be getting those. Somewhere. Nope. Okay, I don't know where it is. I think it's downstairs. Let's do that. Let's go back to the old house before I do. Boop. Okay. Redialing. Boop. Pro players, message deleted. Way to go, pro players. You're not that pro. I think I'm going to have to put some more power into that, but let's go down here first. Whee! We put that there, we put that there, and then I can get this. And that is automatically set to extract. I'm just going to de-ugly that a little bit. You notice, by the way, 62 levels waiting in this one. We can turn it on. It's going to start kicking to life automatically. And there is one problem. This is also not automatically being handled. We are getting a whole bunch of stuff that's filling up over here. We don't
Also,
need...
I don't think that has sharpness on it yet.
Nope. Oh, right. Let's do that, do that, do that. Boop, 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 boop.
Well, that might be why it was a bit slower at the house. There'd be items everywhere.
Yep. We do not have this automatically hooked up to the central storage. And I need to do that just as soon. Oh, actually, I think we want that. We have two different kinds of...
It's so nice to just be able to slap the stone in there and let it go.
Slap
To
it
make
in
the
there
slates.
and
It's
walk
so
away.
good.
So much.
Yeah, of course I'm going to have to make a load of runes of sacrifice instead of self-sacrifice if we're to change it over to a well of suffering.
Oh, Mr. Cuts. We have two Enderman heads over here.
Mm-hmm. I can see on the stream.
Yeah, that means... Boop, 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 boop.
Means
boop.
connecting it up.
Yes, that means...
Well, there are trash cans, but it's a little more complicated than that. We do want to save these, ultimately. Not all of it. The leather stuff's useless. But
Yep.
for instance, if you get 2 gold chest plates, why throw them away when you could just craft them together and then melt it down for 8 gold?
Exactly. Right now, it's clutter. Long term, we're going to keep it. It's just this very, very moment we're more concerned with stuff like Enderman heads. And like, see, we keep getting more and more of this leather armor. Nobody wears leather armor. There's no point to leather armor. I mean, not really, unless you're just looking for decorative. So yeah, that will at least fill up enough. It'll run enough that we can get a couple more Enderman heads. But for right now, I have 2 Enderman heads, which is exactly how much I need to connect that up to the rest of the system. Then what we'll do is we'll get the chest, that chest at the back that's got all the loot in it. We'll pull an item conduit under the actual spawner over to the dimensional transceiver, and we'll send items back to the house. We'll do the same thing with the nether. And we can eliminate a lot of the weird storage stuff that we've got going on in various places. I'm actually going to go over here. I don't know how much power we have, but I do know, I anticipate we're going to need more. Because reasons. And let's just boop, 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 boop. Do that. We are towards the very tail end of this live stream. I do really appreciate everybody coming by. Don't forget, this evening, it is the annual Hearthstone Battle Royale between myself and Miss Moab, the wife. I expect she is going to thoroughly stomp my bohonkus. So, if you want to see me get owned in Hearthstone, come back in 4 hours. Yep, okay. We have, yeah, you see, no Enderman heads. Now we have 2 Enderman heads. It's awesome. It's good. It's wonderful. Okay, here we go. Ooh, 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Not 2. I mean, 2 hours and 3 minutes.
I should have set this smelting going a while ago. Could have had a tier 4 altar by now, and have just before the end of the stream, but it's going to be slightly too late.
Meh, it's okay. We'll get it set up for next stream. Next ForgeCraft stream is, I am in Central Time Zone, US. If you don't know what that means, Google it. Google is very helpful on stuff like that. But I'm in Central Time Zone, America, in the United States. 8 p.m. Central Time on Thursday. More ForgeCraft. Come back and see us. It's going to be me and Mr. Cuts again. But this evening, it's going to be Hearthstone. I expect I'm going to get a resounding trouncing by Miss Moab. She's much better at it than I am. We'll see how it goes. Don't forget, by the way, if you want to support me or if you want to support any other guys that I hang out with, like Mr. ForgeCraft or Dark Preacher or Shadowstar or Saffron, all these guys that are part of my crew, part of the League of Ordinary Gamers. If you want to support these guys, go to shop.bigram.com. They've got t-shirts. If you buy their t-shirts, they get the proceeds. It's not all me. I get the proceeds from my stuff. They get the proceeds from their stuff. So remember that. If you want to support some of these guys, definitely do. Dark Preacher's got wall art. He's got mugs and t-shirts. Berg's got 2 different t-shirts. One of them's hilarious, too. So, yeah, don't forget that. Thank you very, very much. Have an awesome day. Mr. Grimm says Grim Tides. Thank you very much, Mr. Grimm. Yes, it's going to be waifu stomp. It's going to be pretty messy, I think. Yeah, witches' hats don't stack. No, Grimtides, there was lava down there. That's why I intentionally showed that. I put lava down there, and I made that pit specifically for tossing extra stuff into it because we were getting so much overflow. My concern is getting enough Enderman heads to link it up. Then we can start talking about auto-crafting, saving things, da-da-da-da-da. And I do want to do that later in the week. But one thing I want to do first, on Thursday, the next live stream for here on ForgeCraft, is going to actually be getting all of the remote stuff and bringing it back to the base. So nothing is stored remotely. Everything is brought back here. But before I can do that, I have to get some more Enderman heads from the farm. So we'll see. I'll catch you folks later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot something. Mr. Cuts.
Yes.
Do you have any deep words of wisdom for our audience?
I had hoped to get this working beforehand and have everything even fancier. But, close enough.
We'll fancy things up on Thursday. Come back, you'll be impressed. Bye.